Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of KartoCraft. It's been a while, and what I'm doing right now is using our Enderman farm because my pickaxe is depleted. It isn't broke, but it nearly broke. And I was level 30 actually. But yeah, I did an enchantment, a new pick. And this is what I got. Which is actually rather useless. It's just Fortune 2. No. If it was just Fortune 3 I would still be happy with it, but it's not even that. And when people get a bad enchant on their diamond stuff, a lot of them just toss them over. And I think that's a real waste. So what I have done is saved the picks that I did use. So I used a new pick that I think is worthless a little bit, and I'll merge them and save some diamond that way. Let's see what I get now. Oh, just Fortune 3. What's the first Fortune? Well, it's not actually the first Fortune 3 pick I have, but the first Fortune 3 pick went down with me when I got back. But I still need a ordinary mining pick to pick diamonds and stuff, so I'll just be hitting on them. Number 3. Oh, that one's actually really good. I don't care that much about the fortune part. Yeah, I wanted to bring 3 efficiency 4, and I got one with fortune. Well, that's okay. Let's use this as ordinary picks. Yeah, still need a shovel though. As mentioned, I also needed a new shovel, so I'm hoping this one will be good. Oh, that one is good. Right, and I'm done, and I'll be heading back to base. Finally. So we'll see you guys there. Here we are, back in my base. And yeah, I've been waiting quite a while for a Fortune 3 pick in order to mine these blocks of diamonds. It's 30 blocks, 30 ores, so I'm wondering how much I'm going to get. Well, I hope it's a lot, because I don't generally have a lot of diamonds. Going good so far. Almost double. Not bad at all. Yeah, I've also gotten into the habit of making blocks out of everything. I'm not entirely sure why, but I do. There we go. You can see I already did it with iron and with gold. So yeah, going to put this back in a safe place. Well, not necessarily a safe place, but a different place, because I don't accidentally want to be using this pick or lose it for that matter. And this is my stash of tools. I do want to carry this with me most of the time, and as you can see here, these are the tools I use to to combine with the tools I don't want in order to save up a lot of diamonds. And I have done quite a lot of work recently, as you can see here on the floor of the hub. Something I wanted to do for a very long time. It's not nearly finished, but 3 of the directions are somewhat, and it's hard to see because this is black, but it's also lined in the color of the gate they're heading to. So there's that. Also extended this with 1 level, this mob tower. No gunpowder. And recently started on a little hut somewhere in a snow biome, which is where we'll be going next, because I'm going to make an ice tray. Something that will allow me to farm a lot of ice, because I have recently been using that more and more. So I will see you guys there. And here we are at my little snow base. It's not much really. Just a little hut. About 800 blocks or so from my base. And I'll be making the ash. No, it's not an ashtray, it's a ice tray. I'll be making it here. So yeah, the hut here, and the tray will be right over there. And it is basically the same design as Etho uses. Really, it's practically just the same. So I will be constructing that. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of snow. Not really sure about the dimensions yet. Anyway, I'll come back once I finish the general layout. What we have here now is a 16 by 16 snow field. It's completely made of snow blocks. And that will be the field the water is going to be on. And where it will freeze. In order for it to freeze, it has to, well, for water to freeze it must fulfill 3 conditions. First of all, you must be in a snowy biome, which I am clearly. Secondly, it must not have a light level above 12, I believe. 12 may be critical, it may even be 11. And it needs a clear cut to the sky, so you can't do that. You cannot do it on the ground. There is one more thing, and that is water freezes a whole lot faster when it is next to a solid block. So that's what we're going to do right now. And that is place solid blocks. Well, semi-solid anyway. I tested it and it works, so, and I misplaced it. Wow, already. Yeah. No. So the point herein is there's going to be sticky pistons that will push those things up when you want it to freeze, and down when you want it to fill with water quite easily. If it's unclear at the moment, actually just wait and see, and it will in time all make sense, I do hope. So yeah, I'll make that pattern and come back to you then. There we go. You can see the pattern of half slabs right here. And in this case, every block of snow is adjacent to, well, at least some other block. Well, of course for the snow it doesn't really matter, but when there's water on top of here, it does. And I will come back to that soon. As you can see, I just went ahead and finished the whole thing. Yeah, the wall, I got attacked by creepers, so I erected that wall here. And the reason I chose half slabs for this, because either it just uses blocks of snow, which of course looks a lot better. However, these will not allow mobs to spawn. I like that idea. So what we have here is a little basin with a lot of dispensers. Each dispenser has a water bucket in it, and it's hooked up to a button. When you press the button, it releases the water in such a pattern it creates an infinite spring, because you have a water source there, and this becomes an infinite spring, and we have a water source there, so this becomes an infinite spring, and that becomes a spring, and so forth, and it will fill the entire basin. And after that there is a small delay here, which will fire the oh blimey, fire these things another time, and they will yeah, fill the buckets again with water, but because the entire thing is water source, it will just fill up again. Here's the button, and here's the lever, and the lever actually allows for those blocks to go up. The relevance of that will be visible shortly. Here's the wiring for the delay, and here is the lever. So you got this line and just power running through all the blocks that power the pistons. I put in this lighting so that nothing spawns down here. Undoubtedly is a better way of lighting this up, but this works just fine, and I'm not really in short supply of pumpkins anytime soon. So when firing this thing, I haven't actually tested it out with the delay yet. So we have water firing and water retracting, I hope. Oh no. What? Wait, you know where? Dang it. Okay, no idea why that did not work. And mustn't have, well, it didn't fire, but why? Well, solve that at a later date. Ice always grows next to adjacent blocks. You can see that, as ice can also grow next to ice. And you see the corners of the edge freezing up, which of course takes a very long time. Now, however, with these things up, they will see this as a block, and as you can see there, they will start freezing over all over the place. So I'll just wait for this to freeze and show you the harvest. Now it's all frozen over, and that took 10, maybe 15 minutes. So it's pretty good. I did make one error though, as you can see in my pattern. There's still 2 blocks. The one that just disappeared, this one here, is the error. You know, it's not adjacent to any permanent block. This one has that, this one has that, this one has that, and this one has no one. So yeah, if you're going for the shortest amount of time you need to freeze it all over, this is not the right pattern. Typical. However, usually one of these will freeze over so fast that these have a solid block next to them quite rapidly. So I'm just going to stir this water down until it freezes. We'll be done. We can harvest. I'll be using my axe for that. It's Silk Touch. So is my shovel. But I'm choosing an axe for a specific reason. It's also the reason why there's snow below all of this. Efficiency does not work on snow unless you're using a shovel. That's the only thing that can rocket through snow. An axe does not. A pickaxe doesn't either. Of course you have these half slabs, these are wood. But in a moment you will see that these will go down and it's very easy not to hit them actually. Now go down to harvest mode. And you make a hole. And as you can see, the ice is rather easy to hit, but the half slabs aren't all that easy to hit. So hitting a half slab is, well, then you're doing something really special. Of course the walls are still a bit precarious, but that's why I'm doing those first. And this is how you make an ice tray. Well, at least one of the ways. If you have seen my video about the bedroom, you can see that I start using ice in my decoration as well. And I plan on doing that a lot more, hence the ice tray. Because, well, one of the reasons is there is absolutely no glass in my base. Not my main base at least. And it's the only base I have at the moment. So, ice is another transparent block. That looks good, in my opinion. It isn't glass. The only downside is you have to be careful with placing it because, well, lighting. Am I no, not full inventory. So what's going on? Am I lagging again? Probably. Probably going to lose my internet in a couple of seconds. There we are. Oh dear. Well, be right back. Alright, we're back. Or not. There we go. So, in all, over 3.5 stacks of ice, always nice. So, fire the button once again. Grab my emergency bucket. Dang it, why doesn't it work? I'll look into that later. Oh, it doesn't work there either. What the? Sprint. No. No. Come on, come on. What? Really? This is just really weird and annoying. And I have no idea why it's happening. Well, I'll have to look into that later because I'm not at all motivated to do that at the moment. And slabs up. And it can all freeze again. Jolly good news. Well, that was the ice tray. Back to base. Yeah, it's not the first time I fired the thing, I'll be honest. And I forgot to bring new water. Oh. So this is the way I used to go up and down actually. Not going to show it just yet. It connects to a tunnel that leads to my base. This water does not freeze. even if it has a transparent block above it, it will completely stop it from freezing. So if you want water to freeze, it has to be completely clear, goes to the sky. Not even transparent blocks maybe between it. So I'll see you guys back at base. Here we are, back at base. As you can see, the fourth walkway has been constructed to the red area. I really like how the red is really visible. Much unlike the blue or the black. Well, the blue is a bit visible, I suppose. But the black, it's just black. And you have green. Well, it's leaves. So yeah, green is pleasant. And I really like the contrast of the red. So much that I even am considering changing black. Now that there's not that much there yet. Oh, something survived my drop. It happens every so often, I'm not quite sure why. But most of them just die as they're supposed to. There we go. It's working okay-ish now. I did add another layer. Not sure if I already said that, to be honest. I'm recording this episode over 2 days instead of normal one. Not entirely sure why. But yeah, probably started too late recording. Anyway, yeah, there was another thing I did. The walls. This. I like the arches. And I filled it up with dirt, something I'm not particularly happy with, to be honest. And I'm still very much in doubt as to what I am going to put in those arches. And that's still the road to my, well, to a lot of things actually. Mostly my mines. Well, caving system, that's the better word. Also really looking forward to 1.4 where the stairs will auto arrange into corners, because this will look so much better when that comes. But I will just have to wait impatiently for that. And yeah, still of course need to give some filling to these cauldrons. Actually I might as well do that now. Oh wait. Yeah, there was one problem with that. Well, I didn't start on it just yet. You can see here we have those colors of wool pointing towards the right color. I'm not quite sure what I should use as wool for the rest of this, which isn't particularly pointing anywhere. So that's why I didn't start on that yet. I have considered using endstone, but no, I just need loads of endstone, and I don't know, I think it would just look weird instead of cool. So I'm not going to do that. I did also think about using nether brick, but then I'll have to mine even more nether brick. And netherrack is too much like red. So I'm not sure yet. I might just use another color of wool. I could do that, but I'm completely in the blue about what color that would be. In the blue. Well, I will think about that, but before I will start on doing that, I will probably start on working at a sheep farm, because I'm getting tired of running out of wool and having to go to the surface to my little sheep pen. And oh yeah, this thing spawns squid for some ambiguous reason. Probably because the first layer and a part of the second layer is built in the ocean, meaning those little water flows are actually valid spawning place for squid. Which is really weird, because I never intended for that to happen, but it just did. I'm actually rather pleased with that because, yeah, I want ink sacks. As much as I can get. So yeah, oh yeah, I need to do this floor as well. But you know what I need for this floor? Wool. And I don't have any. Well, not nothing, but well, you probably get my drift. Too much of an effort to go. So I'll need a sheep farm. Wool farm. Thing. Which also means I have to open up the red area. So that's a lot of work, which I will save for the next episode. Yeah, still got a lot of work cut out for me. Actually looking forward to the sheep farm. I've got some ideas on that. It's not going to be super fancy, it's going to be high efficient. Because, yeah, well, I need a lot of wool. So, there's that, and I'll keep this episode brief. And I hope to see you guys then next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.